Hello and welcome to this conversational video in Arabic about the imperative tense with examples and some grammar explanation and some practice at the end. Don't forget to download your free brain-friendly lesson learning pack. The link to the download will be in the description box of this video. The unique learning pack will help you master the information and retain it better. This video is brought to you by www.learningarabicwithangela.com. 100% free Arabic learning resources for everyone. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell to get notified of any new video uploads. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Let's start our learning. So first we're going to learn some phrases that are practical to know. And second, we're going to discuss the information from a grammar point of view, the signs of the imperative tense and the conjugation. And finally, we're going to do a little bit of practice. استيقظ. تأخرت. Wake up. You are late. استيقظ. تأخرت. استيقظ. تأخرت. أشعل النور. Turn on the light. أشعل النور. أشعل النور. افتح الباب. Open the door. افتح الباب. افتح الباب. اغسل وجهك. Wash your face. اغسل وجهك. اغسل وجهك. أطفئ النور. Turn off the light. أطفئ النور. أطفئ النور. أغلق الباب. Close the door. أغلق الباب. أغلق الباب. أسرع. سيفوتك الباص. Hurry up. You will miss the bus. أسرع. سيفوتك الباص. أسرع. سيفوتك الباص. توقف عن اللعب. Stop playing. توقف عن اللعب. توقف عن اللعب. اسمع كلامي. Listen to my words. اسمع كلامي. اسمع كلامي. أنجز واجباتك المدرسية. Do your homework. أنجز واجباتك المدرسية. أنجز واجباتك المدرسية. أعطني قلماً. Give me a pen. أعطني قلماً. أعطني قلماً. كل طعامك. eat your food. كل طعامك. كل طعامك. اتبع القوانين. Follow the rules. اتبع القوانين. اتبع القوانين. اضحكي. تضحك لك الدنيا. Laugh and the world will laugh with you. اضحكي. تضحك لك الدنيا. اضحكي. تضحك لك الدنيا. Let's get to the grammar part of the imperative tense, which is actually a request or command. So you're asking someone to do something in the future, and it's therefore only used in the second person, that is, with you. Let's consider the verb to go in Arabic. ذهب. أنت اذهب إلى المدرسة. Go to school. Observe the ending of the verb. اذهب. It's silent. So there is sukoon. And this applies to the verb if it doesn't have a vowel ending. Or in another case, when it connects to the noon of the feminine plural. So, example, أنتن اذهبن. اذهبن. So there is a sukoon on the letter ba, which is the ending of the verb when it connects to the noon of the feminine plural. You might have wondered why when we said open the door, افتح الباب, we used a kasra ending for افتح instead of sukoon, when in fact it should be sukoon. And that is because in Arabic there's a rule that says you cannot have two sukoons meeting together, and it's called منع التقاء الساكنين. If you look at افتح and الباب separately, notice افتح has a sukoon at the end, and then الباب just after همزة الوصل, the first letter is the silent lam, so there's a sukoon on the lam. So hence there has to be a kasra instead of a sukoon, so the sukoon is substituted for a kasra to make it more suitable for pronunciation. So افتح الباب. And just to make it simpler and easier, anytime after the imperative verb that you have al article, such as in افتح الباب, the sukoon is substituted by a kasra. Let's also compare these two sentences. So افتح الباب, we already explained that we have to use a kasra at the end of افتح instead of sukoon to prevent two sukoons from meeting together. The first is at letter ha and the second is at letter lam. But in the second sentence, افتح بابك, open your door, we preserve the sukoon, which is the original sign of the imperative verb. Why? Because the second word, بابك, starts with fatha, so it's not sukoon, so there is no need to do anything. So we've said that the first sign of the imperative verb is the sukoon, and we've got another sign which is omitting the last letter, and this is typical for a verb that has a vowel ending, that is a deficient verb, such as verb to walk, مشى. أنت امشي إلى المدرسة. Walk to school. If you look carefully, you notice that the last letter the alif al-maqsura is omitted. Why? Because the verb has a vowel ending. So أنت امشي with a kasra. And we've got the beautiful scissors here to remind you of that. And another sign of the imperative verb in Arabic is the omitting of the noon. So حذف النون. For example, أنتما اذهبا. So you both go. In the present tense, it would be أنتما تذهبان. So we've got the noon at the end. However, in the imperative, we're going to omit the noon. أنتما اذهبا. So in 3 cases, when the verb connects to the dual alif, أنتما اذهبا, to the waw of the plural, أنتم اذهبوا, or the ya of address or the vocative ya, أنت اذهبي. So أنت اذهبي إلى المدرسة. You go to school for a female. In the present tense, it would have been أنت تذهبين إلى المدرسة. But when we use the imperative, we said أنت اذهبي. We omitted the noon. So let's recall the 3 typical signs of the imperative tense in Arabic. So we've got the sukoon, and that is when the verb has no vowel ending. And then we've got omitting the last letter, and that is when the verb has a vowel ending. And then we've got the omitting of the noon, and that is when we use the verb with the pronouns such as أنتما, أنتو, and أنتِ. Can you recall by yourself the 3 signs of the imperative tense in Arabic? And moving on to conjugation of the imperative tense, and I'm not going to cover all the patterns because it's going to be a lot. We're just going to cover one example, which is verb ذهب, which is a 3-lettered verb and which has no vowels. So remember, we get the imperative from the present tense. So we've got 3 steps. First, we got the present tense conjugation, which is أنت تذهب. And then we remove the present tense added letter, which is the ta. So we cross it out. So we're left with أنت ذهب. But remember, we cannot have a word that starts with a silent vowel or with sukoon. So an appropriate vowel has to be added to همزة الوصل. So أنت اذهب. And I'll explain in a bit how we can remember whether it's a kasra or dhamma or fatha. So how would we know what vowel we're going to use on the alif that is according to the ayn of the verb? Remember that. So we look at فعل, and we look at the present tense, أنت تفعل. تفعل. So in this case, the a has a fatha. So افعل. So it's a corresponding kasra. أنت تذهب. The letter ha, which is the ayn of the verb, has a fatha. So the corresponding vowel on the alif would be اذهب. Another example, تجلس. So the lam has a kasra, and the lam is the ayn of the verb in this case. So اجلس. So the corresponding vowel is the kasra on the alif. So اجلس. أنت تحكم. So the letter ka, which is the ayn of the verb, has a dhamma. So the corresponding vowel would be a dhamma on the alif. احكم. So let's consider the conjugation of verb ذهب with the second person pronouns, because we only use the second person pronouns for the imperative. أنت اذهب. Remember we added the I sound. اذهب. And we use سكون at the end because the verb has no vowel ending. أنت اذهبي. أنتما اذهبا. أنتم اذهبوا. Notice in these three cases we omitted the noon, and the corresponding vowel for the letter ba depends on the pronoun that it's attaching to. So اذهبي, the ba has a kasra, so it can join nicely with the ya. And اذهبا, the ba has a fatha, so it can join nicely with the alif. And اذهبوا, the ba has a dhamma, so it can join nicely with the waw alif at the end. And tunna, اذهبنا, we use a sukoon on the ba because it attached to the noon of the plural feminine. And now, test your knowledge. You have to guess the answer to the question. How would you say wake up to a female? استيقظي, استيقظ, تستيقظ. And the right answer is استيقظي. How would you tell a male to open the door? افتحي الباب. افتح الباب. تفتحين الباب. And the right answer is افتح الباب. How would you tell a male to turn on the light? تشعل النور. أشعلي النور. أشعل النور. And the right answer is أشعل النور. Well done. Thank you for watching. شكرا على المتابعة. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to download your free brain-friendly learning pack for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. Thank you once again, and until the next video.